What are you talking about? My father would never kill your father. Maximilian looked up at Aiden from the floor of the airport hangar, his eyes wide open in shock. I can't tell if he's surprised because he doesn't know anything, or if he's surprised that I figured it out, Aiden thought. He kept the gun pointed at Maximilian and continued his interrogation while Lara stood by watching nervously, her brows knitted in concern. Not only did Raymond kill my father, but he also tried to kill me. And he did it so he could hand the Tiger Group over to you, Aiden growled. Maximilian shook his head. But that's impossible. My father was friends with Samuel. He wouldn't do anything like that, I swear. Aiden scoffed. Haven't you ever wondered how the Tiger Group ended up in your hands? Have you ever wondered why I grew up in an orphanage, while you've been enjoying all the money, power, and possessions that rightfully belong to me? Maximilian's eyes flashed with anger. My father and I did everything we could to carry on the legacy that your father started, hoping that one day the tiger would return. Aiden smirked. Well, I'm back, ready to take back what's mine. And I promised my father that I would get revenge on the man who killed him. If Raymond's already dead, well then I guess that leaves you. Maximilian started to get up from the floor. I won't sit here and listen to you badmouth my dead father. If you're going to kill me, get it over with. Or we can do this the easy way. I can walk out of here and you'll never have to see me again. Aiden planted his foot on Maximilian's chest and knocked him back to the ground. If you try to walk away, I'll have no choice but to assume that you're guilty. Besides, you can't walk away from the Tiger Group now. You know too much. Suddenly, Aiden heard a man's deep voice behind him. What the hell is going on here? He turned to see Ben Jameson walking toward them, with a grin on his face. Don't tell me you two already started the meeting out here. The captains are all waiting for you in the back room. Not at all, Ben. We were just on our way to the meeting. Right, Max? Aiden ordered Maximilian to his feet, with a wave of the gun. Maximilian hesitated. Just for the record, I don't usually take orders, or allow anyone to call me Max. That is, unless you're the tiger. He stood up from the floor and brushed himself off. Let's go. Lara let out a sigh of relief as Aiden put away the gun, and they all followed Ben into the meeting room. The room in the back of the airport hangar was surprisingly luxurious. Aiden looked around, reminded once again just how rich he was. Chandeliers hung from the ceiling, paintings lined the walls, exquisite furniture adorned the room, and the floor was covered with an expensive carpet. As soon as Aiden walked in, all of the captains sitting around the long conference table stood up. Aiden nodded. Thank you all for coming. Please, sit. Aiden remained standing until everyone else was seated. Then, he walked to an empty, throne-like chair at the head of the table and sat down. Well, I think by now you all know who I am. Cyrus nodded. We were waiting for your signal to announce it. He turned to the others. It's official. The tiger is back, everyone. The room suddenly flooded with applause as the captain celebrated his return. Welcome back, Tiger, shouted a captain who introduced himself as Parker. Now that you're back, the Tiger Group will get the respect it deserves. He pulled out a bottle of wine and started passing out wine glasses. I've been saving this vintage wine for a special occasion. I think Tiger's return deserves a celebration. Aiden cleared his throat. It's come to my knowledge that the Tiger Group's position is a bit shaky at the moment. So why don't we save the celebration for after we get our business affairs in order? Yes, Tiger, Parker replied, quickly putting away the bottle. Everyone quieted down again, all eyes on Aiden. I'm very grateful to you all for keeping things running in my absence. Now that I'm back, I will be taking the reins back from Maximilian. Aiden's words were met with murmurs of approval. We're all behind you, assured Lawrence. With your leadership, we will leave our competition in the dust, added Ben. Aiden held up his hand. However, Now is not the time to announce my identity to the world. As you all know, there's still a spy in our ranks. So I will continue operating undercover until we find the rat and plug the leak. Ben slammed his fist on the table. No one says a word about this until Tiger gives his say-so. Understood? Everyone nodded in agreement. Good. Then that leaves just one order of business for today. Aiden smiled and turned to Maximilian. Max, since you've been running things in my absence, I'll need your help getting me up to speed. Maximilian bowed his head slightly and slid a briefcase across the table. Yes, Tiger, I will tell you everything I know. Inside this briefcase, you will find the deeds, titles, and access codes to all of the properties and accounts left to you by your father. Why is Maximilian cooperating so easily now? Aiden wondered. He cautiously picked up the briefcase and unzipped it. As Aiden flipped through the documents, he couldn't help but chuckle to himself, thinking about all the years he struggled, working delivery jobs with lousy pay. Is this everything? Maximilian nodded. Everything I know about, at least, yes. Aiden set down the briefcase and looked back up at Maximilian. Max, I want you to stick around and walk me through these documents. The rest of you are free to go. Thank you all for coming. As he said this, the captain stood up and slowly began filing out of the room. How long is your meeting with Maximilian going to take, Tiger? Lara asked, pulling Aiden aside. I need to get back soon for an appointment. I can give him a ride, offered Maximilian, who was standing close enough to them to overhear. Lara scoffed. I seriously doubt that the Tiger wants a ride from the man who was pointing a gun at his head a few moments ago. Maximilian hung his head in shame. Listen, Tiger. I'll understand if you're angry with me. If I were in your place, I'd be furious. But now that I know for sure that you really are the Tiger, I will stand behind you in every way. And I promise to help clear up any questions you have about the Tiger Group and my father. I swear to you, I'm your friend, not your enemy. Aiden was quiet for a moment, thinking about how to reply to Maximilian's offer. Okay, you can go, Lara. I'll ride with Max. Lara's mouth fell open. Seriously? You're okay with being alone with this guy? Aiden chuckled and patted the gun in his pocket. I'll take my chances. Can I get you something to drink? As Aiden rode back to Chicago in Maximilian's car, Maximilian fixed himself a vodka rocks from the vehicle's built-in mini-fridge. I'm good. Aiden glanced briefly at Maximilian, then resumed staring out the window. So, what's up with you and Lara? You two seem pretty close, Maximilian said with a smirk as he sat back in his seat and took a big sip of vodka. Aiden turned around and glared at Maximilian. Let's save the small talk for another time, shall we? I still have some questions about the Tiger Group. Maximilian nodded and took another swig of vodka. Sure, ask away. Who are your contacts in all the businesses run by the Tiger Group? I'll need a list from you, so I can take over the day-to-day communications. Oh, don't worry about that. Maximilian sipped his drink nonchalantly. I don't have to deal directly with the companies. I have someone else handle that. I just review the reports from time to time. No wonder the Tiger Group is in poor condition, Aiden thought. This guy is not a serious businessman. How can I get in touch with this person who you've handed off all of your responsibilities to? Aiden's patience was wearing thin. I can put you in touch with her right now, Maximilian offered, completely oblivious to the disapproval in Aiden's voice. Wait. Aiden grabbed Maximilian's arm. Don't forget you have to keep my identity a secret. We still don't know who the rat is. Maximilian smiled. Don't worry. As long as I'm around, no one will find out. Maximilian finished dialing, and a moment later, a woman's voice came over the speaker. Hello, Shaw Industries. Rachel speaking. How can I direct your call? Rachel, hi. It's Maximilian. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Say hello to the Tiger. Aiden's eyes widened in horror. as Maximilian handed him the phone. Will Rachel discover that Aiden is the tiger? What will she tell Dominic?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.